Hey skiers, it's Bob with SkiEssentials.com. Welcome to our 2026 ski test. We got a new one for you today. It's a K2 Blur XT. Blur is the new series within K2's line. I think it's generally going to take over from where Disruption was leaving off. This Blur XT is at 83 millimeters underfoot. And while it's a new ski, I couldn't help but recall that it reminded me a lot of the iconic 84 from a few years ago, which I really liked. Thought was a wonderful all-mountain ski that carved extraordinarily well. A great option for places like here in Stowe in Vermont and other kind of New England-oriented areas that are firm a lot of the time, but also see variable conditions and terrain throughout the day, just not dealing with really deeper snow. We had these out this year, and our K2 rep was on them, in fact, and we had kind of a really cold, soft snow style day. And this ski fared just as well as the wider, more metal-clad Mindbenders like a 99 Ti. This ski worked great in those conditions that are kind of more meant for that 99-oriented shape. So that kind of speaks to the versatility of this ski while also performing extraordinarily well on groomed surfaces and in a carved turn. It is built with an aspen wood core. We get K2's H-shaped metal here. So their H frame does have full metal underfoot, and then it does taper into more arms along the side here. So more emphasis on the edge, and then allows for some torsional flexion in those areas that are unencumbered by that metal, and just delivers an extraordinarily smooth feel from tip to tail, and a little bit more pop in the tips and tails where that metal does not extend all the way to. Just making it just a lot more energetic and engaging for bumps and trees and stuff like that. But yeah, there's some flex here. It's not overly stiff. Underfoot certainly has that, that system binding platform to go along with that thicker sidewall, that orange zone underfoot with that metal full width is really kind of where a lot of the power comes from. And then this system binding gets you up high, creates good leverage, and provides more heft in that zone, while keeping it just a little bit lighter and more amenable to easier access to the turns in the tips and in the tails. This is the 177, so ski and binding together on the scale at 3,300 grams. Most of that weight is found in that middle third, just leaving the ends slightly lighter and more mobile. A bit shorter of a turn radius here, 14.9 meters in the 177, so sub 15 meters, and it is quite shapely. There's a lot of side cut here, nice positive camber underfoot, and then really long effective edge. There's not a ton of rocker and really minimal splay. So this thing likes to be on the snow. We have a long effective edge with a short turn radius, so that side cut ends up being quite dramatic as a result. But yeah, no taper here either. And then the tail is also quite front side oriented, pretty flat and squared off. Compared to the Disruption 82 Ti that we've seen over the years, this is a little bit rounder overall. And it does provide that shorter turn radius. So everything about this ski is a little bit rounder and a little bit softer than the Disruption 82 Ti, bringing it more back into that iconic 84 era of slightly rounder turn shapes and styles. Super fun though, really solid, stable ski, and does kind of fit that all-mountain genre with a more carving-oriented focus. Do have some tester feedback here as well. Nate Gardner calls it a great all-mountain ski, pliable but holds its edge in a carve. For here at Stowe, it's an all-mountain single quiver type. Yeah, I think if we're looking at the percentages and what we get for most days out there, this is a great option for one ski, especially if you're in a place like here in Vermont that does see its fair share of firm snow days. And we do spend a lot of our time on kind of trails and more resort-oriented skiing. So Blur XT, cool new ski from K2. Make sure to check this thing out here at SkiEssentials.com, and we will see you out there on the hill. Bye.